Hi, welcome to RISE Orientation. I'd like to take you on a little journey for being oriented in the RISE program. RISE program means that you're part of APS Online and that you will be working through Edgenuity through the system. My name is Mrs. Jacqua and I will be here to help you through the process. Just a real quick overview. If you were in the classroom, we did introductions of the principal and staff, the MTSS process, Schoology Edgenuity, attendance, link, contacts, teachers, tutors, calendar, hints, tips, and pitfalls. I will take you mainly through the Schoology and Edgenuity overview. MTSS is by Mr. Bailey, and so if you need to have things taken care of with there, it's Mr. Bailey and Mr. Kearney as far as attendance goes. Introductions. My name is Mrs. Jacqua, and I'll be your math teacher if you're taking math. So once again, this is with Mr. Bailey. Let me just real quick draw. There we go. This is with Mr. Bailey. And he will let you know how often you need to be coming into the lab. This is the RISE Progress, Daily Progress monitoring sheet, and you need to do it every time you come into the lab. If you come into the lab and haven't done it, then there's a risk of not being counted for being present. So when you come in, maybe you worked on your math, and when you started the day, maybe you're at, say, 10%. So shade that a pretty 10%. And then by the end of the day, you rocked it, so you got to, let's say, 19%. Okay? So next slide. And then at the bottom, then you can put a summary like you moved forward. This was 9%. Awesome. All right, so in order to get to APS Online Schoology, it's important to do attendance is taken through Schoology. So log on to online.aurorak12.org, and then from that website, let's go ahead and do that. So online, aurorak12.org. There's a Schoology link. Click on it. It'll take you to the Schoology's homepage. And then you log in with your student ID and with your password. Once you get into there, you come into the courses and you click on APS RISE. Sweet. Let's come back to here. Okay, and then we're right there together. Okay, just remember when you log into Schoology, there'll be the updates page, and I want you to complete some information. So let's come back, and you can scroll down and you can see here's the form that I would like you to fill out. So if you click on it, it becomes active. What's your name? When do you want to graduate? Your email, best contact. That's information so I can find you quickly in case I need to. All right, and time and attendance. This is where Schoology takes the time and attendance. Attendance is done every 24 hours. Okay, so if on a regular basis you log in at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're always going to be marked present. However, if you log in at 10 o'clock every morning and then one day you forget to log in until noon, you're in danger of not being marked present that day. So if you're being marked absent, go ahead and contact the school to find out why. And if you know that it's because you forgot to log in, that's okay. Just contact the school and we can work things out. Okay? But you need to, when you come into Schoology, open up your course, click on RISE, and you're there. That gets you an attendance mark when you do that. All right, so every 24 hours, get her done. And the next thing that I want you to do is going through Schoology in order to access Edgenuity. So I'll show you how to do that. You came to your course, you're in the announcements page, click on materials. This is a really cool part, by the way. See the link, teacher contact information, and location schedules. This here is RISE student information and documents. Student resources, Edgenuity guidelines, checks and retakes, the policy that we have, and then daily progress sheets for the class, and then the calendar. So let's navigate through Schoology a little bit. So if you go ahead and you click on this link right there, it's going to take you to your Edgenuity. Okay? Your username is not your student ID. Your username is one that Edgenuity assigns to you. So you type it in, and then you type in your password, and I've got one open, and you're going to come to a page. Here it is. You're going to come to a page that looks like this. But you should have, in this page, you should have your courses listed here in this area. And then once you click on your course, it'll tell you how much percent complete you have. That's the critical number that I care about. Okay, so that's how you get to Edgenuity. Let's go and look at our teachers. Teachers help you with the flow of the class. So as you scroll up in your Schoology web page, you can see math, that's me. There's my phone number, there's my email, and this is my Adobe Connect. I find it helpful to help students. Then there's Miss Scritchfield and Mr. Roth and Miss Stratton. Miss Scritchfield is social studies, Mr. Roth is science, and Miss Stratton is English. Nice. Okay, so those are our schedules. Now notice that on Monday I'm at Gateway, Tuesday Central, Wednesday Gateway, Thursday Central, and Friday I'm flexible. I can meet you at Gateway or Central, and then you can see the other teachers, their schedules as well. All right, so what we can do with the classes is we can customize them. We can give you checks. So if you're in a quiz, before you submit it, you ask us for a check, and we can do retakes. One check per quiz, per test, no checks for a CUME, one check for, or one retake set for all of them except for CUMEs. Okay. Virtual Math Help, I showed you that Adobe Connect one, which is right here in blue. And here's our power sessions. Let's go find it in Schoology though. So I'm going to come back out. I'm going to come to materials again. And then I'm going to click on Rise Student Information. And here's my calendar for this year. Well, through October 10th. And then come October 13th, the other calendar will pop up. You have 3 mini sessions. We're going to call them power sessions or mini sessions. And you need to be done with your courses noon on the end date. So the first end date is August 29th at noon. But that's how you find your calendar and your end dates. And in Schoology, what's currently happening, if we come back to updates, which is kind of a cool place, you'll see that the goal for this week was 35% complete. That's a little ahead of the goal, but that's a good goal to have. All right. Okay, so hints and tips and pitfalls. Some of the students, the things that they shared was 1, take really good notes. 2, ask your teacher for help. Now you reach out to your teachers, but also anybody who is in the lab who is a teacher can act as a tutor. They can help you as well, though they're only restricted by not being able to do checks and retakes. That's it. Okay, but otherwise they are there to help you. Another pitfall was just not staying on target and not planning enough time for your classes. And I'm trying to think, I think that was the main big ones that people shared. All right, guys, so that is orientation in a nutshell, and that was a super short nutshell. Take care. Bye-bye.